Whatnot, you're still killing me, hey, and my wallet. Hey everyone, Rich here from Philobox Comics. I've been having a blast buying comics on Whatnot. Now I have a package to unbox, plus a Whatnot purchase that I picked up locally. I'll tell you what I paid with each seller. That'll include shipping and handling and taxes. But also let you know who I bought the comics from so you can score a deal yourself. Links for the sellers will be in the description. And enough already. What's in the box? What's in the box? Still comics. First up, DCAS Comics. That's Delta Charlie Alpha Sierra Comics. And I bought a lot of low-grade stuff from him recently, and I thought maybe he specialized in low-grade. No, he does not, because he also has some better stuff, and I got some goodies right here. So let's get in to the box. I'm going to open this away from... Try to open this away from the microphone. I did just a slight pre-cut. Apparently my pre-cut... There we go. I think my pre-cut sucks. So I don't want it to take too long to open these, but I got it this time. There we go. It's in a diamond mailer. Oh, all sorts of wrapped up. I know how to get in here. You know, more packaging is better than less, right, guys? Protect those books. All right, how do you get in here safely? All right, I did not bring... Oh, there we go. Got it. I purchased 3 books from him, and I know the 3 books. And I got some, these are all books I did not have. All for the PC, always for the PC, not for the CGC. While I do like CGC books, I'm not a retailer or reseller, investor, or anything like that. I am a collector pure at heart. I do have extra books that I will trade or sell. Such if I have like dupes, or if I've upgraded a copy, which actually would be the dupe thing. I'm going to try to open this away from the microphone. All right, don't be too loud, don't be too loud. Almost there, almost there. There we go. We are in. There are 3 books. We're just gonna... We'll go in order of... We'll go in order here. We'll go in this order. First up, we have Journey into Mystery, number 94. Thor and Loki on the cover. That, man, I forget with the older books just how much text they put on these. This is a nice looking copy. Got some light tanning on the book. Couple light creases, nothing bad. I would say this is probably a 5-0. He did take these books out and he showed them off and he let us know of any defects he found, any issues. But the book is complete, and this is a nice copy of Journey into Mystery number 94. Up next, we're going to stick with Jim. This is Journey into Mystery number 100. I do have a full run of Journey to Mystery 101 to 125. I'm now working my way backwards. And of course, as I work my way backwards, it's just going to get more and more expensive. Thor Showdown with Mr. Hyde, and I believe 99 is the first appearance of Mr. Hyde. Correct me if I'm wrong. That issue was up for auction, went for a little more, wanted to pay for it. Looking at this book real quick, this is probably like a 5-0-ish. Really nice copy. Nice picture of Thor there. I tend to grade pretty harshly. I'd rather grade low than high. There's a few spine ticks, and normal wear for a book that's, 50 plus years old. So very happy with that. And last but not least, and I'm not sure how you guys would grade this, because a book is a really nice presenting copy, but the center fold is detached. And he did put it on there. He was very clear about that. Center fold detached. But this is a book that I have wanted for a long time, and for the price, I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab it. This is Fantastic Four, number 46. This is the first full appearance of Black Bolt and his first cover. A question to you guys. What is... Oh, Black Bolt first appearance in the back. What is the highest grade you can get with a centerfold attached? Because doing a little research, I heard Overstreet, it's that max a 2.5. I searched online, and CGC and CBCS might give you up to a 6 or 7. I'm not sending it for grading anyway. I can see the centerfold slightly popping out. But otherwise, if you take away the centerfold, there's a couple spine ticks, a little light tanning, little light crease here that could be easily pressed out. It's not color breaking. This could be a 7 if the centerfold was attached. Or is it still a 7? It looks like a 7 to me. I put a bid on this, and I'll let you know what I paid for this. This went for $52. How could I say no? I'm like, yes, centerfold attached. I prefer my centerfolds attached, but $52 for Fantastic 46, a book I've wanted for a long time. Sign me up. So what did I pay for Journey to Mystery 94 100 and Fantastic Four 46 with DCAS Comics? And I'm not sponsored by anybody on the way. If I can help these sellers in any way, send them some business, maybe send some great comics in your hands, at the risk of maybe me losing a comic here and there, whatever. I enjoyed the comic community. I'd like us all to just, kill it with auctions. 4 to 3 books, including shipping and handling and taxes, $171.60. That's under $60 each for Silver Age books that are all an average grade between 5 and 7. So I thought I did really good with these 3 purchases. Up next, Comics and Coffee. My local comic store in Deep River, Connecticut had an amazing Spider-Man blowout sale, and of course, whatnot. I'm going to show you guys some quick footage of me picking up the books, and now I'm going to do something different. I'm going to tell you what I paid and won each book for. The reason being is if you're not familiar with whatnot, I want to show you the volatility and just how crazy sometimes books go for. That being said, Autobots, transform and roll the footage. Comics and Coffee right now, where Adam recently had a whatnot sale. And it was an Amazing Spider-Man. Everything starts at $1. I don't quite remember everything I got, so we're going to, unbox this little filler box package. Hold on to the shop too. Hey, buddy!
So, the thing's missing buttons and,
We got all the tape off, so I don't remember everything in here. So what do we got? We got Spidey 5 cents. Oh, I got this because of you.
Yeah, the Colbert.
I got the Colbert, yeah. Got the Stephen Colbert one.
The Amazing Fantasy 15.
I saw that on something and had wanted to look at that. So
Amazing Spider-Man 344. 34 to 800 one's the last issue I needed. Not a huge fan of the cover, but it was $1, so why not? Last issue of Amazing Spider-Man. Grabbed 142, which I have, but this is a better copy. 374, which actually I believe is a better copy. 168. 550. 363. This is a variant of 581 that I don't think I have. 545. 148. Mine is in pretty jacked up condition, so this one's in much better shape than mine. 195. This went for $1. I was shocked. The bidding was so weird. We got 565. First appearance of Carnage. First appearance of Black Puma. Or Puma. I got to see Black Panther a second. And then another first appearance of Cletus Cassidy. Time for What's in the Box, Part 2. Alright, let's grab some books here. First up, we have, they're all Amazing Spider-Man. Issue 573. I'm not a Stephen Colbert fan, but I am a fan of Amazing Fantasy 15, and this was kind of obviously an homage to that. I got this for $1. Of course, add 6% sales, 6.35% sales tax and everything here from Connecticut. I'll give you the grand total at the end. Up next, and this was the first shocker of the night, not the character, Amazing Spider-Man 344. This is the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, who would eventually become Carnage. I got this for $1. Amazing Spider-Man 34, which completes my run of the 800 Legacy, the Legacy numbering. Not the biggest fan of this cover, the 2099 variant, but it's the last issue. It was $1, so I grabbed it. Amazing Spider-Man 441. This is the last issue of Amazing Spider-Man. This was $1. I already had this issue, but mine had a giant timestamp on his head, so I grabbed the much better condition one. That's probably maybe at least an 8. I don't know. This is Amazing Spider-Man 142. I did not get this for $1. I got this for $6. Moving right along. We have Amazing Spider-Man 374. Got this for $1. And I got this one because mine had some tanning and I wanted to get a better copy, and this one certainly presents better. So for $1, why not? The next one I thought I overbid a little bit. I still was actually a good deal. This is probably a near mint copy. I already had a copy. This is a little bit better condition. Blah, blah, blah. Amazing Spider-Man 168, and I got that one for $7. Amazing Spider-Man 550. This is the first appearance of Menace. To be honest with you, I don't know who that is. I guess he's a menace. That was $1. And Amazing Spider-Man 363 in a newsstand. You got Venom, Carnage, and Spider-Man. I was literally taking Venom and Carnage's names and combining them in my head. That was also $1. A few more, guys. Amazing Spider-Man 581. This was a variant cover I didn't have. Got that for $1. 545, which I thought had just a pretty neat cover. Also $1. A lot of these, again, I have, but some of them are condition upgrades, so there is that. And speaking of condition upgrades, this does have quite a few spine ticks on the left side, but mine was in really rough shape, so this is definitely an upgrade. This is issue 148, and I got that for $9. And then what was probably the biggest steal, which you heard in the footage that I was legit shocked at. So I got Amazing Spider-Man 195. This is the second appearance of Black Cat. There she is right there. And this copy is a nice presenting copy, probably at least an 8, maybe even higher, for $1. And I literally sat there during the auction and thought, am I going to get this for $1? Really? 195 for a, okay. 565. This is the first appearance of Anna Krabanov. If that sounds familiar, that is the daughter of Kraven. That was $2. Issue 345, the first full appearance of Cletus Cassidy. That was $3. Issue 256, the first appearance of Puma. It's not a Puma. It's not a Puma at all. No, actually it is a Puma. That's his first appearance. That was $4. And last but not least, another copy of 344, which ironically enough has a slight, it doesn't have a spine roll, but the wrap was slightly miscut. 344, a dupe, actually a triple, because I have a copy, so now I have at least 3. But I hoard first appearances. If you guys are new here, I love first appearances. I got this for $5. My bidding ended literally with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't make that up. In total, I got 17 comics from Comics and Coffee with tax for $48.88. All right, that was another week of buying comics on Whatnot, and I'm sure there are going to be many sequels on the way. Probably too many, like the Friday the 13th series. Love you, Jason. Guys, drop a comment down below. What has your experience been on Whatnot, and how do you think I did? Good deals, bonehead buys, Amazing Spider-Man lot. Do you think that was my best grab, if you will? Or the 3 Silver Age books? Let me know. Always interested on your feedback. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to become part of the Fill a Box community. Until next time, keep on filling a box.